Welcome to Easy Limo Learning Simplified. My name is Eric. I'll be taking you through this topic, geometrical constructions. And for this particular lesson, we're going to cover something on construction of an angle of 60 degrees. We want to see how you can construct an angle of 60 degrees. We have a few questions to help us with illustrations on how that can be done. And then we have some questions at the end of the lesson just to help us with practice and just to help gauge on your understanding of the concept as we are going to discuss during this lesson. So we are going to construct 60 degrees using a ruler and a pair of compasses only. Remember, from the time we started these concepts on geometry, if you've been following through our videos, you realize that we've been focusing on majorly how you construct angles without using a protractor, using a ruler and a pair of compasses only. So that is going to be the focus of this lesson, how to construct 60 degrees using a ruler and a pair of compasses only. So 60-degree angle, 60-degree angle is a measure of each angle of a equilateral triangle. Like if you have an equilateral triangle, each of the interior angles are supposed to be 60 degrees. So that is one special thing about this angle, 60 degrees, So if you are asked to construct an equilateral triangle, it means then it will be very important for you to know how to construct an angle of 60 degrees, because now we know that if you have an equilateral triangle, each of the interior angles are going to be so each of the interior angles are going to be 60 degrees. So good example of an equilateral triangle. An equilateral triangle is simply a triangle whose sides, all the three sides are equal. So this is 60 degrees. This is 60 degrees. And this is 60 degrees. So we have all the sides being equal. That qualifies that triangle to be called an equilateral triangle. So it simply means then if you want to construct an equilateral triangle, then the construction of 60 degrees angle is then very important, So the following procedure or the procedures that are listed below can be used to construct an angle of 60 degrees using a ruler and a pair of compasses only. Remember, I have said in our previous videos that when you are using a ruler and a pair of compasses only to construct an angle, then don't touch any other thing. You simply use a ruler and a pair of compasses only. So if you wanted to do that, first of all, you draw a line PQ. So you draw a line segment and you label it PQ. So you see that is already there. One of our very first videos on geometry, we did how to construct a line. So we are assuming that by now you should be very comfortable with construction of a line, So supposedly we have a line PQ. So it depends on whether you want to construct the angle 60 degrees at P or at Q. So this is an assumption that the angle 60 degrees is constructed at P. Maybe you're assuming that you had a triangle. You're given the triangle this way. That is a triangle. So this could be B here, this could be A, and this could be C. So we're assuming that, or let me use P, Q, and R. So I'm assuming that the angle RPQ is the one that is 60 degrees. RPQ, this one here is 60 degrees. So then that means you have to construct the angle 60 degrees at P. That is the interpretation. That if you are to construct a triangle and then you are told angle RPQ is 60 degrees, then it then means that you have to construct the angle 60 degrees at point P. So that is where the the center. You know, when I talk about the center, I mean the sharp end of the pair of compasses should be at P. So you make an arc that will go up there like that way, you know. So you make that arc, of course, with the sharp end of the pair of compass. So you place it on the, just draw an arc with it that way, you know. So you see how that is done. And then after that, okay, you label this point maybe X or whichever letter you want to call it. So you maintain this radius. Remember, I talked about the radius when in one of our previous videos. When I talk about radius, I mean this line here, this distance here, the distance between the sharp edge of the pencil and the sharp end of the pair of compasses. That's what you call the radius. So you maintain that radius, and now you use this point as the center, this point here as the center. So you have to make an arc to cut the other one up there. You see. So that's what you're going to do. So maybe you label this one X or whichever convenient letter that you want to use. And then you see, so this is our X, and then you make another arc. So where these two arcs meet, you can call it even a letter like R. So the angle 60 degrees is just a matter of now joining P, this P here, to R, the point of intersection of the two arcs. You see. Most importantly, do not adjust the radius. Do not adjust the radius. So without changing the radius, move the pair of compasses to the point where the arc crosses the line PQ, maybe you call it point X, and make an arc that crosses the first arc, you know, at maybe point R. Then join P to R, you know, so we are joining P to R using a ruler. You can see now we have our ruler pencil, and then you join that, and so this is what we end up with. So the angle here is 60 degrees, has been labeled. So that is the whole procedure that you should use when constructing an angle of what? Of 60 degrees. So it's not hard, it's very simple as long as you follow that procedure step by step. So we have an example here. Using a ruler and a pair of compasses only, construct triangle PQR if ABC 60 degrees. So we want to assume the dimensions. So if you want to construct a triangle, you'll do this. I'm assuming P is here and Q, maybe this could be 5 centimeters. So Q is there. So this is given as ABC. So this is A and this is B. So if you are given that ABC is 60 degrees, then it means we are constructing the angle 60 degrees at point B. So you have to construct it here. So this is what you're going to do. So you're going to use B as the center. So the arc, we'll have to make it on this other side. So you have to make it on that side, that way. Then this is the point X I was talking about. So don't change that radius. So use point X as the center now. Point X is now the center. And then you make a second arc to cut the first arc at point R. So now you join point B. Remember, we are constructing the angle 60 degrees at point B. So we join B to R. Join B to R. That way. So this one here is 60 degrees, as has been given. So we are assuming that AB is equals to 5 centimeters, and maybe AC or AR, you know, now that I've talked about R there. So AR is equals to 7 centimeters. So I'll measure 7 centimeters on my ruler. So 7 centimeters. And so I use A as the center. Oh, this one is supposed to be like maybe 12 centimeters. this should be 12 centimeters. So I measure 12 centimeters on the ruler. And then now using this as the center, A as the center, you actually 12 centimeters seems to be longer. So let me use something like 9 centimeters. So 9 centimeters. So you measure 9 centimeters, then use A as the center, 9 centimeters radius. You make an arc there. So where that arc meets the line, that's where our C is supposed to be. That's where C is supposed to be. So I will join A to C, and I shall have gotten my triangle. Most importantly is the angle 60 degrees. The angle, so you have to construct the angle 60 degrees. All this can always be given. So construct a triangle ABC in which AB is 6.5 centimeters. So again, I'll have to start with AB. So I will start with AB down here. So I will mark A, and then I measure 6.5 centimeters. So I'll measure 6.5 centimeters. So this is my A is here. 6.5, where should 6.5 be? So I measure 6.5 centimeters on my ruler. So 6.5, somewhere there, approximately. So 6.5, using now A as the center. This is something that we discussed previously. So using A as the center and the length is 6.5, you make an arc here. So that is where B is. So this is 6.5 centimeters. Now AC, so I'll make an arc. So I measure 5 centimeters, 5 centimeters, and then using A as the center, using now A as the center, so you simply make an arc. So I don't know where C is going to be. I only know that C is 5 centimeters from A, so I just make an arc. But now I've been given something to do with the angle ACB. So that angle ACB. So this angle here should be angle BAC. BAC is equals to 60 degrees. So BAC 60 degrees. So it means then that angle is supposed to be constructed here. So I need to construct an angle of 60 degrees at point A. So now what I'll do is I'll extend my arc. That way. Then I'll call this point X. Then I will just do what? Make an arc there. That is where C is supposed to be. So you join this to that. And then now you join B to C. So this is where C is. So you have constructed it. So this one is 60 degrees. So the arc X, then using X and the same radius, make an arc there. Shall have label point C. So construct triangle EFG in which angle EFG is 60 degrees. So first of all, you mark E, and then you measure 6 centimeters to F. So this is E. And then from E to F is 6 centimeters. So I want to measure 6 centimeters. So 6 centimeters. So 6 centimeters. So you make an arc there. So this is where F is. And then FG is 7. So let me start by constructing the angle EFG. So EFG. So it means the angle is constructed at F. So 660. So I will use F as the center and make an arc this way. Then I shift, this one is now my X. So I'll use X as the center and make another arc with the same radius. And then I shall have constructed like this. So I join F to that point of intersection. We said you can call that point of intersection R. Yeah. So you just join these two. So you join this to that. And then we have 7 centimeters. So FG, so where G is 7 centimeters from F. So just measure 7 centimeters. So 7. So 7 centimeters. So F as the center. So you mark that 7 centimeters. So that's where G is. So G is there. So you simply join E. Remember where our E was? E is here. So you join E to G. And you have your triangle already. So that's the triangle EFG. So that is all. We have a few questions to help you with practicing and just to help you check on your understanding of the concept as we have discussed through this lesson. Otherwise, that marks the end of this lesson. Until next time, goodbye.